Yes.
Alright, hello everyone, welcome on in and happy Thursday. I hope everyone has had a great day today. I don't know if you can hear my cat. I'm not gonna apologize, because we all know he's the star of this show. Did I? No, I did not put my phone on Do Not Disturb. 2 seconds, let me do that and actually be a professional streamer. And we are back with some more 8 coins for the Ferryman. As you can see, we have... Wait, Giannis is not supposed to be grayed out. You're supposed to have an image there. What the hell?
Oh no, it is foreboding that Yannick is going to die.
I mean, that would be entirely up to you. Wait, I don't have a Giannis image. Let me rectify that in a moment. The music you're listening to right now is by Adrian von Ziegler. You can find out more about his stuff if you type in !music too. Music and sound effects during the game will be by Sirenscape. The overlay, starting soon screen, and the map were made by me in Incarnate. The chest whistle was made by Pointy Hat. Go check them out. Dragon Week. Lot of creators. Oh, come on, Nightbot! I am so disappointed in you, Nightbot. Why are you blocking my links? Oh well. It worked yesterday. Nightbot. Hello, I'd say gaming. Welcome on in. My brain just fried. I don't really know, but where I was going. Exclamation point. Perks. Oh yeah, we have a YouTube. If you missed videos leading up to these sessions, the story up until this point, or want to check out any of our other stories that we have done in the past 4 years. Holy crap, I've been streaming a while. You can find those over on the YouTube. And if you want to come hang out, we have a Discord channel. Yeah, this was the first campaign I started streaming on Twitch. And it's his fault.
Huh?
It's
my fault.
It's Vit's fault.
What did I do?
You made an advertisement about looking for a DM to run a campaign.
I did?
Yeah, you did. And I said, hi, what are you looking for?
Why did I do that?
Yes. Penguins, ring a bell? It was like 3 years ago, so you know.
Maybe, yeah, possibly.
And yet, last but not least...
That's 3 years ago, okay?
Yes.
How am I supposed to remember that?
I don't know. And yes, if you want to see what you can do to help or hinder the party, you can type in exclamation point perks in the chat. The said chest weasel and Barley, the flaming dog, were both secret menu items given from that perks list. And there have been other shenanigans that have happened thanks to secret menu items, such as in other campaigns, magic beans, alchemy jugs, and various other shenanigan causing stuff.
Don't remind me of magical beans, please.
That's your fault.
Yes.
I've read what Sen said. That is 100% you. We all know it.
Not 100%.
I mean,
I gave it to them, but
the NPC was the one who dropped it in a tavern, so it should have landed in anywhere. But it just so happened to land in the one piece of wet dirt in the tavern.
The NPC did not drop it. that was Vox because the NPC refused it.
Well, I remember an adventure with magic beans in the Domains of Dread that resulted in a pyramid. And
yeah,
you
that's
guys,
what happened.
yeah, and you guys piling on your hero points to have the Raven Queen kill the Mummy Lord.
Well, it's not happening in my campaign. They are dealing with the Mummy Lord.
So, you know, free real estate. Anyway, short enough time as it is. What was I fixing? Oh, the image. Let's do introductions while I fix Giannis's image. Let's start with Vits. Who are you and who are you playing?
Hello, I'm Vitskugga, and I'm playing Artemis Braveheart, the human Drake Warden Ranger without a Drake, but a lion instead. Yeah, that's me. Over to
Lillith.
you, Siri.
Other way.
I think that's the right direction.
Other way. Other way.
This got so confusing so fast. Am I a weather lady now?
Yes. What's the weather?
On other news. Hi, Lillith or Lily. I'm playing Ciridelia Award-winning Tiefling Bod, the queen of this party. Over to sports.
Unfortunately, sports is not here, so we're going over to the swimsuit competition. Neri!
But swimsuit competition is also gone.
And why is image not moving? There's image. There we go. Well, since Jason isn't here, we're gonna hop on over to Psycole. Who are you and who are you playing? Now that I got the image working.
Hi, I'm Psycole, your travel reporter for this evening. And tonight I will be playing Yanis, the thicker than a wooden plank rogue warlock. Yes.
Hi, Tony. And Neri. Back to our reporter from the swimsuit competition.
What?
He has no idea what's going on.
Nope.
So,
So,
on, Swimmy.
No, I'm Jason. I'm playing Nelly. She's the pink-haired druid. Swimsuit model? My full-time gig, people. I can't tell you how many people want to see this body in a swimsuit.
You live in England. You're gonna freeze everything off. No, what happened was that someone went over to you, Lilith, and she was like, "Am I the weather girl now?" And so we continued that.
Yeah, and she said, over to sports, and Leo is not here, so then we went over to the swimming competition, the reporter. No, swimsuit competition.
Because Triton.
Well, over to travel and news with Psycole.
Yeah, we already went to do that.
Back to the studio, then.
Yeah, over to the main studio.
And we're back. Hello, I am Ardana, or Joe, or you there, since Lilith is sort of here, over in the weather studio. I am the
over
GM.
in the corner, it's fine.
Hi. My cat just climbed up my seat and meowed.
Was that the news director in the background?
Yeah, come on. Yeah, man. Dumbass. Hello. Wanna say hi? Okay. I'm the GM and channel runner around these parts, and sorry for taking so long to get the intro done. Anyone want to give us a recap of what happened last time? Holy crap, you got loud music. Why? Recap? Anyone?
Well, we approached this mountain platform, filled with glorious minotaurs. And we decided between different plans, and then we came up to one plan, and then we threw the plan away, and we just unplanned our plan and went through the plan without plans. But to summarize said plans was Janice was gonna sneak invisibly into the camp from one of the bridges, and Neri was gonna tag along in the shape of a tiny, teeny scorpion. And they were looking for Neri's mom. They managed to find her rather quickly, and Janice started talking to her and asking if she knew Neri, and Neri, of course, rang a bell, and they managed to sort of sneak off barely and talk behind some leather tanner station thing, and they revealed Neri to his mom, and Neri's mom was happy, and then they convinced her to convince the others to also run away with Neri to the bridge, and then get a free ride by eagles to the ship, which is Lizzie. In the meantime, our marvelous dynamic duo, trio, quintet, whatever, decided to land on another place and sort of distract the Minotaurs, with Siri leading the conversation as our wonderful pirate Cinder. And she engaged conversations with Mogis, whom was part of Artemis' backstory as well, as someone who killed her dog many, many, many years ago. And she could barely hold it in, but she did for a while. Leo standing in the background being a joker. I believe that was the term we used for him. And we were negotiating whether we could trade some meat for some information or other things. And at that point, Artemis, noticed the eagles flying to the ship, and she was thinking, well, I think this is a good time to do the deed. So she grabbed Lillith and pulled her back and said, "You're mine," and started attacking on Mogis, and battle ensued. In the meantime, Janice decided to cause a wildfire on the left side of the map by spreading alcohol everywhere that was flammable. And Siri set fire on the other half of the camp with a fireball, which also is known as a drink in other circumstances, but in this case, it's just a fireball. And then we had battle where Leo basically hit Morgistros with a critical truck. Because that truck was hit really hard. And eventually we managed to finish it off with Artemis cutting off its head. Then climbing on top of his body, raising his head to the skies, and telling the others to stay down or the same will happen to them. And they kneeled and decided to remain quiet. So we decided that it was time to take our leave. And I believe that's where we ended.
We decided Jack.
We didn't decide to leave. We just ended with that. And that's where we ended.
Yes.
I think.
An epic American ending of a woman standing on a Minotaur's body, holding its head in the air. And War Eagles flying above her, and fireworks.
Oh yeah, fireworks as well, right?
Indeed. So, if you jump for that fly, I'm gonna be upset.
Do it, cat. Intrusive thoughts, go.
The fly is on the other side of my microphone from him. So if he jumps for it, he's gonna land on the microphone.
You can do it, kitty.
So, yes, you can have a point of inspiration for that recap. And if we are all as comfortable as we are going to get, let's get started. Hello? OBS?
Hello.
There we go. The OBS. There we go. All across the Mesa Plateau, a wind seems to be whistling in between the gorges and cliffs all around you. Lizzie's sails flap in the soft wind, and you feel the heat from flames as they grow, spreading quickly across the alcohol-infused ground in some instances, and you can hear when the fire hits barrels filled with distilled alcohol, they start sizzling and then eventually pop, creating new flames as they start eating into the remaining of the tents. Smoke is spreading all across the ground and rising towards the skies. Pieces of soot wafting softly through the air. There is a distinct and almost overpowering scent of burned fur. And it doesn't take more than a few seconds for the minotaurs that were kneeling in the flames created by a well-placed fireball to get up and jump to the side. Still not getting closer to you, but basically jumping up and rolling to put out the flames. Spread out as they are, there is extreme tension in the air, almost thick enough to be tasted. We are technically still in initiative. Artemis, you just finished your turn.
Yes.
And so, Neri, in this extreme standoff, high above the gorge that you have not too long ago thrown a minotaur into to his death. What would you like to do?
It's gonna go here. If I jumped up onto the Minotaur, would everybody be able to see me a bit better? All these Minotaurs be able to see me a bit better, yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. He jumps up onto the Minotaur.
Alright.
And he shouts. I'm not actually gonna shout, but he shouts. I am Nerites, son of Fassa, follower of Fassa. And he points to the ship. And he goes, I am also son of the woman you kidnapped several months ago. And then he goes, so naturally, do not fear. There is no need for tension. I'm ending this now. And he's going to cast Ice Storm on these 4 Minotaurs.
Alright. What do you need from me? Quickly grab the character sheets.
That is a...
So, the 4 closest to you, does that... Or is it the 4... Which 4?
4 that have already been basically on fire. He's putting out the fire. He's being friendly to these 4.
Yes.
They're only being friendly. And they should both be in the circle, so...
Yes, all the 4. I was just like, which 4?
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone in that circle. I don't know if you can see the circle though.
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
So yeah, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. And I want a dexterity save. I believe it's a dexterity. Yeah, dexterity saving throw.
All right.
Or they will take.
So top one is rolls an 18.
Success.
One below is a 6. So that's a fail.
Fail. So that's full 25.
Fail and fail. So one success takes 12.
And the other 3 take 25.
And that one is gone. That one is gone. And that one is also gone. So, how do you want to do it?
He kind of just raises his hands into the air, and some of the mist around the mountains kind of swirls into this vortex, and then it just shoots down, and all this ice,
icicles?
giant icicles are just like smashing onto the ground and crashing into it. Huge chunks of hail. This entire area, most of the area is probably the fire's put out, at least.
Yeah.
Because it's just, ice. And that area, I believe, is now difficult to rain.
Yes. So
unless it just melts.
This
on fire. So, I don't know.
No, it basically puts out the fire, but because it doesn't become like an ice rink like it normally does, but there are still ice chunks all over the place. So you still have to walk carefully, or you're gonna slip on one of them, or stab yourself, so it is still difficult terrain. This guy who saved barely managed to just dive in behind this tent and got slammed in the back, but managed to dodge most of it. The other 3 are just crushed.
He points at the remaining Minotaurs over here.
Alright.
And he goes, Eagles, carry them into the flames! And Oh, just attack basically. And as a, don't know if I have any bonus actions
Yeah, you should have.
other than turning into an animal, but he's also quite the good spellcaster. And he can still have, and at this stage, at least, or at this high level, his spells do a lot of damage.
Yes.
And he has spells that do a lot of damage in a large range. So he's not going to turn into an animal just yet.
Alright, so...
Maybe if he gets bashed a bit, then...
Uh,
temporary hit points! Yay! But yeah, you get me.
let's see. So the eagles are going to swarm these closest, or...
Yeah, they're just going to attack these.
Can they...
Yeah, you can get there. They can all get there. They've got 60 feet of movement.
Alright.
It's not a flyby attack, so they literally just land on them and start pecking them and
Okay, roll attacks.
flying at them, because only owls can do flybys.
Yes.
So I will control them as well.
Wish
there
I
you
find that a
go.
little bit weird, but yeah.
They're supposed to be like super stealthy and flexible, aren't they? The owls.
Yeah, but like, why doesn't the peregrine falcon have flyby?
There's a peregrine falcon stat block.
No, there's a falcon stat block.
Falcons, I think, should have.
Yes. So,
Right.
attack rolls.
Yes. So, 1, 2. Oh dear. I'm gonna say it's on this guy. I don't think they'll hit. 14 out of 10.
First one hits. First talon attack hits. Just
6 slashing, and then they'll both make a beak attack against him as well. 18 and 16.
yeah, both those hit.
So this guy takes. I don't math.
19.
15 slashing. 19 slashing. Yes. 19 slashing. This second guy 17, 22.
Both hit.
And we'll just do these two as well. 14 and a 12. So the 14 hits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same as last time, basically. So that's 24 slashing on this guy.
All right. Leo.
He was like, Jesus Christ, Neri, you're the one calling me a masochist. He goes like, yes, we're doing this. And he's going to attack this.
At least that didn't end up in my sinuses. All right.
Yeah, and he's going to attack the closest guy who's prone.
Looks like it,
yeah, then he's on one knee, so technically prone.
He
Oh.
got tidal wave, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. He's prone. He got tidal waved.
Would he not have gotten up by then, though? Surely
Yeah,
has
to a
been
kneeling
before that.
position.
It hasn't been his turn either.
No, it hasn't been his turn yet.
Oh, so he's technically still kneeling. Okay.
Yeah.
Morgistros
is dead, so he's removed. The Minotaurs are after Leo.
Okay, well. Leo's gonna attack with his Crown Guardian. First attack.
That's a hit,
27.
yeah.
Second attack. 21.
21 hits. The first one's so close
What
to
the
another crit.
hell? let's level 2 Divine Smite, because that's what he does. Oh. So. Oh, boo!
The Radiant is...
Yes.
he hasn't triggered the Radiant yet. I think.
Sorry. I'll just reroll that. There you go.
Alright,
9
so...
slashing, 11 radiant.
He doesn't... It
On
hasn't... It hasn't triggered the
No,
Radiant.
it's Divine Smite,
Oh, this Smite, yeah.
level 2.
On both hits?
Just the first one. That's why I got rid of the first one, because just ignore the first attack. I had the other radiant on there.
Oh, okay. So,
yeah.
11 Radiant from the Smite, 9 slashing from the attack, and then just 12 slashing.
And then a regular attack, which is... Oh, you can use that 12 slashing if you want, yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
let's do that. So, 21 slashing, 11 Radiant.
So, yeah, that's...
Yeah, that's not...
21... 30 damage against this guy.
Yeah, guy's not looking great. He's barely hanging on.
And then, since he did that attack, I'm going to make him do a Channel Divinity as a bonus action, and do an Inspiring Smite.
Okay.
So everybody gets...
What does that do again? I know I cleared it, but you know.
Plus... Everybody gets 24 temporary hit points.
Holy!
Oh,
Okay.
Wait, how much you said?
24 temporary hit points.
Oh, damn.
For an Inspiring
Everyone?
Smite. No, not everybody. Let me open his character and see how many people. Sorry. Ignore me. It's to creatures of your choice within 30 feet of you. Everybody within 30 feet of them. So Suri's gone back to the boat, so she's not. But
Yeah, but Artemis and
Artemis,
Yanis,
Leah, the lion, the
Orion,
Yanis, Orion, yeah. You all
everyone
get-
except Siri. Really.
And I think Leah can also get it. Which can include you, yeah. Yeah, so he gets it as well. So he's gonna get 24 temporary hit points, yeah.
That's yeah. All right. Does he want to move anywhere? Still have movement.
No, he's gonna stay there.
All right. Then it's the Minotaur's turn. This guy is going to stand up and... Which one is it? This one, was it? This one. He is going to... a maul. That's not gonna hit Leo.
Nope.
And Goring Horns is a 22.
Oh, that hits.
Hello?
Ooh, no damage! Yay!
It did damage! Okay, 1d6 plus 4. It's not a whole lot. So, 8. Damage. This guy is gonna get up and step on over here and swing this huge club-like object down on Artemis. 15.
I think it does miss. It misses, yes.
Alright, and it's gonna try to use the horns for 19.
Just hits.
That's not working. The damage is not working, so we're gonna do a 1d6 plus 4 for 10. It gets up,
Nice.
swings out with the club, sees that it misses, and then comes in, just streaks the horns across for 6 slashing damage. No, piercing damage, my bad. Why are you not working? Apparently I can't adjust it either. Anywho, this one is gonna run up here and do goring attack on. Well, try to hit the bird with its horns. 12.
Might hit. Let me have a look at Giant Eagle's AC. 13.
Alright.
Just misses.
Tries to hit. It's a bird. He has a big bird still, but bird misses. It's gonna try and hit it with the maul.
Oof. Double nat 20s.
Yeah, that hits.
Why?
Why aren't they working?
I don't... Alright, I'm gonna try something. Why are you not working? Nope. Alright, so the maul is 2d8 plus 4, which is 20 plus another 2d8 plus 4.
That'll be 4d8 plus 4. You don't. I don't think you. Do you do just?
Yeah, you don't add a modifier twice.
Yeah, you don't.
No, yeah, no. Yeah, sorry. So it's for this campaign we do max damage and then roll 1. So
Oh, yeah, right.
So that's 2d8. That's 16 plus 8, which is 24.
plus
Plus
4.
4. Yeah.
So
this
28.
Bird, this bird poofs out of existence. So it kind of hits it and it explodes into like feathers and bubbles. Big
Yeah.
bubbles. You just fall into the air and it disappears. Don't know how confused the Minotaur is, but
very just expecting a carcass on the ground, just food gone.
bubbles just.
This guy is gonna run here. Can't. Too big. Okay. And that's their turn because the rest of their friends are dead. Why are you being dumb? You annoying. Let me open this guy. He is stuck behind stuff. But he's gonna use dash action to get here. Can just not reach the bird there. This guy is gonna use a great axe attack on this bird. 23.
Hits.
Will you let me? 11 slashing damage.
On which bird?
this top one.
Top one. Okay. Good.
And this Minotaur is gonna move up a little bit and swing at the bottom bird. Also with Great Axe. For a 10. So completely whiffs. And that leads us to Yanis.
So Yanis is still under his invisibility cloak.
Yes.
So I think what he'll do is that Minotaur closest to Leo still up?
Yes.
I think he is.
Barely.
Okay, so he'll sneak around the tent, pull out one of his scimitars, and jab it into the side of the Minotaur.
All right. Please attack with advantage, because you are invisible.
Who's got control of my sheep?
Well, you didn't decide on who, so I can roll for you if you want.
Yes, if it's okay, please. Thank you.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So,
You're gonna get to hit Adana.
yay! I don't see a scimitar attack.
Oh, is it short swords?
Yes.
So you got short swords instead. Yes, the short sword. Sorry.
That is completely fine. So short sword is a 24 to hit.
Cool. So he can pile on his sneak attack because he's got advantage anyway. So, yep. And then is it 4d6 for his sneak attack at this level? I think so.
Do you not have your sneak attack on the sheet?
It is there, but it's not always selected. Because most of what he does is Eldritch Blast.
It'll be attack modifiers, so it's below the attacks. I don't know.
You can click on the numbers there, and it will roll as well.
Oh, you can do that as well.
13. Sneak attack.
Nice.
So 8 plus 13 is 21. How do you want to do it?
So it kind of just this invisible figure just kind of nonchalantly walks up behind this Minotaur, and all you just see is this flash of the silver blade as it kind of as it kind of stabs into its side, and then he pulls it back out, and it disappears underneath the invisibility cloak, and then this Minotaur just drops down dead.
Nice.
Well, Leo's just like, well, that was a bit of a delayed reaction, but I'll take it! Because he thinks he did it.
Nice. You still have a bonus action and some movement left.
So if he's still got enough movement, he'd like to go to the Minotaur that's directly below that one.
All right.
Do rogues get extra attack?
No.
No.
No. So he'll just. I think one of the short swords has got bonus action written into it. So he'll just do a bonus action short sword attack from invisibility again. If not, then we might just.
Yes, short sword. Short sword offhand is what it says.
Yes. Yeah. So that should be able to roll as his bonus action.
Well then. That's a crit.
I should have put sneak on that. Anyway. Yeah.
So. And you maxed.
Nice.
So there's this. What you've got is Yanis is just slowly and steadily walking through the crowd, with his cloak of invisibility on, this silver sword just poking out at various different locations and stabbing Minotaurs in.
Chink.
And then he just disappears back under the cloak and carries on walking.
Yeah, that's a liver shot, if anything.
Yeah. I love how it maxed out, even though because we do the max roll plus an extra roll, it still just rolled maxed on both. Siri, you are on the ship right now. But you can hear stuff happening. The Minotaurs are roaring in pain as they are dying. A ice storm appeared out of nowhere. And, you know, Neri was...
Everyone here knows that that's Neri.
Yeah, and Neri was just calling out that you stole my mom, I'm gonna punish you, that whole bit. And you saw eagles just...
With people, yeah. So she is basically, like, holding on to the rim. Of the, like, one of the ropes still, and she, like, bows to the people that's there. Welcome on board the ship. Please hold on while I finish this, and... God damn it, Yanis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know he's there. You don't know he's there. I'm just saying.
No, you don't know. He's invisible. And you are about...
Yeah, but
what did I say? 50 feet in the air?
Yeah, but the range is 150 feet over a fireball.
Oh yeah, no, but he's still invisible, so you don't know he's there.
But that would be 20 feet there.
Yeah.
You go straight up.
Yeah, and
go to
it
the
also will be in a straight line for Siri, so yeah.
Straight line. It's
She will just make sure that everyone gets. Yeah, everyone will get. She's like, the birds of Neri isn't that important.
They can do their summons. It's fine.
Let's see.
All right, so I'm going to guess you need a lot of dex saves from me.
Yes.
All right, starting with the Minotaur next to Yanis.
Can't wait for there to be a campaign where they're
Uh,
just angry fair creatures that are upset about being turned into animals every so often and used as
that's a fail.
personal attack dogs.
That one is a fail. That's a massive fail. So I'm going to calculate those first. So 35?
35.
Minus 35. That one is really badly hurt. The one right in front of Yanis is very badly hurt.
Oh, these are chunky boys then.
35.
Got moss, not health.
That guy also fails. That guy also... Roll 20, why do you hate me?
It's the dice gods, Andy. You're not praying hard enough to them.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like it helped when I'm a player either. The rolls suck just as bad then.
Do you know what you need, Joe?
Better dice.
You need to wet them a little bit first. She did it once. Okay,
Yes!
so she did it once. She was complaining about this one poor dice.
And I accidentally dunked it in my glass of water, and then it just started rolling really well.
Yeah, it started rolling like 2 nat 20s in a row, I think, and I was like, see? The dice needed to be wet for you to actually get, like, good rolls.
Yanis, could you
It's an
please...
inside joke now.
Could you please... Oh yeah, the birds are gone. Unless they save. Yes.
Oh,
no.
Right, yes, birds need to serve, don't they?
They will take 17 on a save. So
some might survive.
yes.
They'll be very unhappy, but that's if they can be, who knows? Okay, for the birds.
Dex save. Yanis, could you please make me a dex save? Not for the fireball. I say, as I'm not the one rolling for you, just saying that someone dropped another fireball in the middle of a place with alcohol barrels in it.
I mean, if it helps, he has evasion as well, so I don't know if that will also benefit him
Fail.
once you have a chance to roll it for
That's
him.
a not fail.
It will, because if he succeeds, he takes no damage. If he fails, he still takes half damage.
That's
Evasion
all
is
my
OP.
eagles.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was more of a. It wasn't really a question of whether or not you succeed or fail. It was a question of, do you get yeeted into Artemis from explosion of...
Okay.
But you succeeded, so not thrown into.
Nice.
Nice!
Kind of tempted to fail it anyway.
Tony! Thank you so much.
You bitch, Tony.
Oh my
Bitch.
god.
I can't have the stream open. What happened?
Is that the Wandering Boss being redeemed?
Yes.
Okay. So just to roll back slightly, Yanis would deliberately fail his dex save just so he can piss Artemis off.
All right. So,
He
Yanni.
owes her for the arrow to the knee.
So basically, you don't really take any damage, but as the fireball hits the ground, you know how in Baldur's Gate 3, if you hit wine barrels with fire, they go foom, and there's like a shock wave. You're thrown into Artemis from the blast. Artemis, suddenly something you can't see slams into your back.
Yep.
And I need you to make me a strength or dex save.
I'll do dex save. It's slightly higher.
Please headbutt a man
20.
crouch. Oh, damn it.
You feel this like body slam into you. You stagger a couple of steps, but you manage to remain standing. Yanis, you're like in Artemis space right now.
Actually, could I use the momentum from the push to get to the other side of the Minotaur?
It's more of a. It's more like you would probably go prone otherwise.
Okay, well, in that case, I'll just,
But no.
I'll just stay standing.
Yes.
Or I just step to the side and he just falls flat.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's go with that one because that's funny. Let me see. Well, you still staggered a bit, Artemis. So it's like you take a few steps to not get knocked prone. But this area now is... I could have done that thicker. Let's draw a hick line. So this area is now also on fire.
So do they take extra damage because of the barrels as well?
No, that's calculated in it. But if they don't leave the area, they will take more damage. Same as these two other spots are still on fire. So if you leave that area during your turn, you will not take extra damage. But if you stop or end your turn in this area, you will take a d6 of damage.
Is this fire out, by the way, this area?
Hold on. Yes. Part of that area is...
Maybe what, these two tents might be on fire and that's it.
Yeah, the topmost tents are on fire and part of this area. So this bit is still on fire. This is not. The one below. I don't know how to erase stuff like that. Do you have an eraser?
You just drag your mouse over the lines that you've already created and press delete.
Oh yeah, I didn't draw that line, so I think I think someone else did.
Did you draw this one?
Nope.
Let me see if I can.
I think it's a Siri one from the fireball.
Ah, there we go. I managed to.
What?
There you go, sorted.
Alright, Siri, you still have a bonus action and some movement. If you want to use it.
I mean, basically what the people on the boat sees is she just like greeting them, giving like using the two fingers, or what, the two of her fingers to like blow a kiss to the minotaurs, and suddenly there's a fireball.
Yeah.
And then she just shouts down to everyone like, "We can leave now. Just saying." No? And she will end her turn. She is not giving any inspiration to the assholes down there.
Alright.
You have to bring the shit down.
I'm gonna...
I am not bringing Lizzie close to fire, I promise.
No, not like that. I'm gonna run sort of around the Minotaur to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna drop my weapons, and I'm gonna pull my bow out.
Alright.
And I say to Janice, "Stay down," or duck. And I'm gonna... well, he's actually not in it, sort of, I guess. I guess it's fine. So all of those need a deck save, I believe. As I'm gonna cast
Conjure Barrage.
Conjure Barrage.
Alright. All of the ones in the fire, or... Because I didn't see what you pinged. My map does this fun thing where it just... Yes?
Like that.
All of them, yeah, just all of these guys.
Alright, all of these guys. Okay.
I'm trying to avoid Janice, by the way, so he doesn't get hit.
Yeah.
What you imagine is Yanis, given that he's still invisible.
Holy shit, one of the Minotaurs just did a backflip.
Yeah, the one closest to Artemis hears you say that and just hits the floor.
Yeah.
Matrix style, just...
Basically, it's just, nope. Meanwhile, the others are like, huh? Really? I got one. Okay, I got one. Fine.
They all can't.
Oh
be
wait, sorry, I did that
smart.
wrong. The nat 20 wasn't this one. This one fail. This one fail. This one got a. So, this one got the nat 20. This one failed. This one failed. This one over here got a 13. And that one definitely failed. And that also failed.
Does it count as a ranged weapon attack in a way? Question mark.
Hold on. Conjure. I have only ever used a spell in Baldur's Gate 3. Let me look it up, because I don't know.
Because technically you fire a non-magical ammunition into the air. It is a spell, but seeing the nature
No. It's not ranged. It's an AoE effect.
Oh yeah, true. That's true. Okay. In that case, ignore the extra fire damage.
Alright. So 12 piercing To all that failed.
12 plus 5. Because favored foe.
Okay. So 17 to all who failed.
Yep.
That one's dead.
And 8 to all who succeeded.
That one's
Which was only one.
barely
believe.
standing. That one's barely standing. I can math. That one's also barely standing. And this one, again, just dives behind a tent to get out of the way.
I was hoping they would all die there. Oh.
Aww. But got one. The one closest to you just took all the arrows to the face.
Oh, he died. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, seeing that then, her extra attack is gonna be.
The spell is one attack action.
Oh yeah, fuck. I forgot.
Yes.
About that. Damn. I'm not used to playing ranger at this high level.
Yeah, that's one of those where Booming Blade sucks if you play anything that is not Swords Bard or Blade Singer. At high levels, it sucks because it's a cantrip. It's a spell, which means you only get one attack.
I guess I'll just use. Can I use my bonus action to pick up my blades again?
Sure.
Maybe.
Yep, I'll allow that.
Okay, cool.
Because
Also
one of them
action.
would be your free action or your object interaction, and the other one would be your bonus action.
Yeah. So that's her turn, and she just kind of says to Orion, Ryan, would you please breathe some fire? And Ryan is gonna do just that. Oh wait, doesn't he have fire? I'm pretty sure he has fire.
He has anything he wants. He's a Drake. He can do any element he wants.
Yeah, but
Out of a certain amount of elements.
I'm pretty sure where is it?
Did you not put it on the sheet?
Let me check, actually.
Should be under Drake Companion or something like that.
Yeah.
It has
I'm
its own
thinking-
strike.
Maybe I don't. I was thinking maybe I don't have it yet. No, I don't have the breath yet. Fuck.
No, you
need
don't
a
have the
level-
breath.
You need to be a level.
Then she says, "Feel free to join in the fight, Orion." He's gonna join in, I guess. So we'll do that instead. He's gonna run
Bite.
over there.
Yeah.
And take a bite.
All right. That hits.
For 14 points of damage, 8 piercing, 6 fire.
14. Yeah, they're looking real bad.
Also, it's magical piercing, by
Yep.
the way.
All right, Neri, you have a bunch of really bad-looking minotaurs standing.
Oh, I'll finish them off. I'll give them a nice ice bath.
All right. Let me check.
25 again.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for this guy because doesn't matter if the others save, they're gonna die anyway. But that guy might actually survive if he saves. So dex save. Nope.
Nope.
So yeah. How big is it's all of these right in front of Orion's nose, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. You're streaming
might have to
something
pull
else.
in his tippy toes as ice just. That's what Psycole come down.
Your streaming's not something that is not the roll 20 for Psychole's benefit.
I'm streaming something that's not roll 20. What do you mean?
Well, that's
No, that's fine. I can see roll 20. It's cool.
okay. Because on mine it says you're on D&D Beyond. All right. So all of these minotaurs fall under a sheet of ice, crushing the last resistance and last of their bones.
Technically, there's one more.
He's probably running. Let's face it, he
This
took his
guy-
action to leg it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unless you stop him, he's gonna run for it. Because he's not dumb.
He didn't do anything for his action. He's probably already running, right?
Yeah.
So how much movement does he have?
They have. Let me actually check. Because I was so in my mind that he was already running. They have 40 feet.
Yeah, he's, like...
So he's on the bridge. He's gone.
he's gone.
He's on the bridge, or is he over the bridge?
He's over the bridge. They have 40 feet of, and he was dashing to get away. So 80 feet of movement. He is over, like.
Probably shouting at the other minotaurs on the other end of the bridge, like, no, we don't.
But he's on the other side of the bridge. He's not on the bridge.
Yeah, no, he's on the other side of it.
Ah, fuck. I was gonna shoot him off the bridge.
I'm gonna move that
Or shoot
guy.
the bridge down.
I mean, you can still do that, but yes, you have crushed all the minotaurs under that last ice sheet. The camp is quiet.
Okay. This big guy had like a magical axe or something, didn't he? An axe that did fire damage, right? I don't know.
Hold on, let me check his stats. Nope, that was the handout. Yes.
So Neri just grabs the big axe, puts it over his shoulder, like, oh, because it's heavy, I'm guessing, because it's minotaur sized.
Yes.
And then he's gonna go, ah, hey, time for a pickup. Sammy, come on, down to the bridge. We're getting out of here. And that's what he's gonna do. So he just runs onto the bridge with this massive axe.
Should we maybe see if they have anything useful on them before we leave?
I kind of just like turn around with the big axe and look at the whole place, which is on fire. Everything's exploding. Minotaurs are melting. And I'm like, be my guest. I'm gonna carry on walking because I don't want to be set on fire. Probably more explosions going off here and there. The whole plateau's on fire. Bridge is burning. He's like, yeah, I'm getting out of here before the bridge completely. Yeah.
Artemis is just gonna look to see if there's any extra arrows to pick up or anything like that, if they had any. And she's also gonna pick up the head, of course, of.
All right.
Mogis.
Did you shoot any arrows? Did you shoot any arrows?
I used one arrow for the spell.
That it consumes that.
I mean, there are spears and weapons on racks, but the fire is spreading.
It doesn't say consume it.
It did go into a huge ball of fire.
Yes.
Yes.
And then get crushed by
It's
tons of
gone.
ice.
But there are spears and javelins and other weapons around, like the mauls and the axes from the minotaurs.
But this fire's probably out by now, right?
I will
So
just check for arrows, specifically arrows, and maybe coins or anything like that.
all right, give me a perception check.
Perception.
Mhm.
22.
You don't see any coins. They don't seem to be carrying any form of coinage at all. At least from where you can see. You do see, like, near one of the weapon racks, a quiver with a few arrows in it. It's kind of hard to tell from this distance. Fire is also creeping up towards it. And from where you're standing currently, there's something on the just... Let me see, let me get a line of sight from where you are at. Okay. You can just about see something long, like a javelin or a spear. Like right there. It seems to be glittering with a blue color. But this whole area, like the only part that is currently not on fire is like, let me draw a line. So this bit is still on fire.
Yeah. I mean, she is running over there, and she'll grab that javelin.
All right.
And the quiver with arrows.
All right. You grab the quiver. Quick look. It has 13 arrows in it, just regular ones.
Nice.
Grabbing the spear, you take 3 fire damage.
Because I'm resistant.
Yes. Because the spear is hot, and you're stepping in fire.
Yep.
But you can't really see anything else of interest on this map. Or in this camp. You see that the fires that were started earlier are dying down. And there's just a smoldering ruins of tents left behind.
Yep. She kind of smiles. It's nice destroying some civilization sometimes.
Civilization with giant air quotes.
And she will just hop on Orion and go back with others.
Yeah.
All right.
Before Nevi goes on the bridge, at least he turns around and goes, "Yanis, are you coming? Are you still alive?"
Also, she did hang the head on her backpack for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, about the time Artemis started moving, Yanis would have taken the hood off of his robe and just walked towards the bridge that Neri was calling Lizzie down to join in.
All right.
Yeah, well, Yanis, I completely take back everything I said about you. I think you're great.
What did you say about me?
Nothing.
And why am I suddenly great?
She helped me save my mum, and I like ruffle his hair, and I put my arm around him. You're
Listen,
cool, dude.
I only did it in the vague hope that I'd be pissing Mogis off at the same time.
Well, we've completed that.
And my job is done.
No, I'll wait for Siri to come down with the ship.
All right, Siri.
She's gonna look over to Larry's mom. He's quite bossy, isn't he?
I'm not sure what happened. He used to be such a nice boy.
Boys, and she goes over to the helm of Lizzie and just like takes the beautiful steering wheel and be like, let's go get the boys, Lizzie, and don't worry, we're not getting too close to the fire. We'll send down a rope or something.
I appreciate your care for me, Miss Siri.
So they will basically, I would assume, like, move about.
They all of you can move like to another plateau away from the fires before the bridges collapse.
I'm stuck outside the map. Oh no.
What did you do now? All right.
I'm over here.
I can't even see your
Somewhere.
What the hell?
Okay. If Siri goes to land on one of the other platters, then I'll walk across the bridge and yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're getting on the ship, basically.
Yeah.
One way. Oh, never.
How bouncy are these bridges?
They are rope bridges. They are kind of bouncy.
About halfway across, Yanis will deliberately start trying to sway the rope bridges.
Neri's not bothered because he can fly. Leah will probably be like, oh god! Oh gods, should I say? He'll be like, oh gods! Stop that!
I mean, he's not doing it too violently, but he's definitely not stopping it from swaying and deliberately taking slightly wider steps each time to make it move a little bit more.
I've never been this high before. Well, I have on Lizzie, but I haven't been on a bridge this high before. And there is like, yeah, actually, yeah, it is kind of. Because anybody who's that high on a rope bridge should not be comfortable.
Artemis is like, should I cut off the bridge?
With Leo and Neri still on it.
No, I was meaning after we get to the other side, should I cut off the bridge?
No, I'm sure someone would like to come and loot the Minotaur camp at some point.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be like some charred bones left behind or something.
And please stop making Orion sick.
Do none of you lot have any sort of sea legs at all? As he sways backwards and forwards. And then what you see is he kind of jumps up in the air just as it kind of happens, and then he kind of swings round and starts walking underneath the bridge instead on the because he's got his slippers of spider climb. So he's now walking on the bottom of the bridge instead.
I have sea legs. I literally live. I swim in the ocean. Is that what you mean by sea legs?
Well, yes. The general concept of sea legs is that you find yourself completely at home on board a ship.
Oh no, not on a ship. In the ocean. I can breathe underwater.
You have swim legs, not sea legs.
Well, yeah, they've got lovely pink scales in them and everything.
Exactly. So we need to get you some sea legs.
I've never seen the ocean, so I can't really speak for myself.
Well, based on how you're throwing up on this bridge, it's probably a good thing.
I'm not throwing up, but Riot is starting to get nausea going on here.
Sure.
See, let's keep you as far away from the sea as possible.
We can't. She has to go to the sea at some point. There's a
I have
coin
to?
holder in the ocean.
Huh?
There's a coin holder
Cool.
at the ocean. We have to go to the ocean to get
At
one.
some
Of
So I
point,
get to see the
someone-
ocean anyways. Nice.
Yeah, so you get to see the ocean. Yes.
At some point, someone's going to have to explain what your mission actually is. I don't
can
think
mix
Spanix
coins.
told me. Well, I mean, I do that anyway, but it feels like these are slightly special coins than the ones we normally collect.
Yes, they're rare, mint in condition coins that God wants, and we're just collecting them for him, basically.
Seems rather suspicious.
I mean, the coins
Okay.
can bring about the end of the world, just slightly. So yeah,
So we're doing hero shit.
Yes. We're heroing
Okay.
via murdering and stealing people's coins. It should be right up your alley.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
All right. So you get on the
Ship.
ship. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. And you leave the smoldering remains of this camp behind. What direction do you want to go?
Okay. Back to the town.
You could go back to. Why am I blanking out the name of the bloody town is?
What do you think I called it? Town.
Akros?
Akros. Thank you. You can go back to Akros. You can go west towards the ocean. You can go north towards the monastery or south towards Data and Meletis.
Let's go to Akros for now, just so we can let these prisoners go. We shouldn't drag them along on our mission.
Maybe we should ask them where they want to go.
Well, yeah, that too. But
Plus, maybe they have a wanted poster or something on and
prisoners.
on Mogistros.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking also, that they might have a reward for us destroying their biggest threat.
Yeah.
All right, so you're heading
So, yeah, back to the city.
back
Akros.
towards Akros. Now, I'm trying to find.
As soon as Neri gets on board, he just runs over it and gives his mum a massive bear hug, picks her up.
Oh, you're very strong.
Yeah, I've grown slightly.
You haven't been gone that long, but yes, you have. Well,
These muscles have gotten way stronger.
Yes, you have. Thank you for this.
Well, I don't know why you didn't expect me to come and rescue you and defeat all the bad guys.
I didn't expect you to come save me because I didn't want you to be in danger.
Well, that's not really the smartest fault, is it?
Apparently
because
not.
What you want is not typically what I'm going to do. And I feel like you should have learnt that by now. Being the rebellious little shit.
Yes. You're right. You are. Yes, I should have learned that by now, yes.
Yes.
Now, what is this about you learning things?
That you shagged a god?
Language?
Hey, I didn't even use the F word or anything. Yes. I've recently learned who my other mother is. I didn't even think I had another mother. I just always assumed it was a... What did I assume? I didn't assume anything. I was just happy with you. But then,
Well,
but then this other person comes along, and he's like, "I'm your mother. You must do what I want. You are my champion."
Oh. Well, that
And-
changes things a little bit.
Yeah. Certainly freaking changed my life.
I didn't want you to find out that way, obviously. Honestly, I thought Thassa had left. She does that. Being a goddess and all, it has a longer perspective of things.
Mm.
But
I threw my sandal at her face.
I should not laugh. I should not. I'm sure she deserved it. I'm sure she deserved it. Yep.
Wasn't even giving me like 21 birthday presents yet. They're giving me like 1 or 2. Well, I suppose they're really expensive, so they might count as more than 1 birthday present. But yeah. It's not really the thing I'm mad about most. It's just lack of parenting, I guess. But I suppose you said they're a god, so maybe time works differently for them.
I suppose so. Thassa also has a very odd.
Slow response.
Yeah. Yeah, she likes to take her time.
Mm-hmm.
With everything.
Ew. I just saved you. I don't need to know about that.
What? Oh, no, not that. Child.
Anyway, I'll grab her hands. Oh, you need to meet my friends. My new friends.
Oh. Oh, hello, nearest friends.
Yeah, I'll turn to Siri. Like, because I don't want to admit that Alexa is the second most important woman in my life. This is the second most important woman in my life. And I'll point to Siri. Siri, this
will
is the
just
first
cross her
most
arms.
important woman in my life.
And she will walk up and like reach out her hand. Pleasure.
Oh. I'm sorry. It is a pleasure to meet you. I have not ever seen...
My apologies, and she will take off the mask.
Oh yeah, she's not a
Oh.
horn bird. She's just a tiefling.
You say that as if... what?
Oh, just a... what was it? Purse? What
Nixborn.
Nixborn. Oh, she's another Nixborn.
Right.
So
Well, it is
technically
a pleasure to meet you.
She's a pet.
Neri has said so many lovely things about you and how your voice is just like a siren's.
Such a flatterer, that one.
Yes.
Oh yes, he have talked about you and his boyfriend a lot.
Ignore her.
Really?
Ignore her. I do not have a boyfriend. She's a filthy liar. Right. What was I saying? Yes, this is a woman who's not that important in my life, and I shove Cerritos. This is the second most important cook in my life, and I point to Leo. This is the first most important cook in my life.
You cook.
Oh yeah, I cook a little bit. Just a small amount. Oh jeez. I'm gonna go downstairs and cook. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get rid of all this rock meat, and he's gonna go downstairs and cook some meat for everyone. Kind of blushes.
Nice.
He is injured, so I'm gonna say when he gets downstairs, he's just gonna give himself 20 hit points.
All right.
I don't know how long his channel divinity lasts for.
It's usually temporary hit points usually last until they're used up, or you take a long rest,
Yeah. That's
or
what
you get new ones. So.
However, I need to get rid of that channel divinity. He only gets one per day, so yeah. Okay. And that's a great way to get rid of Leo. Just make him go cook. So that's a good one.
All right.
Barley the flying flaming dog following. That's Barley. He flies and he's on fire and he's a dog.
You have some fascinating friends, Neri.
Yeah, he's like one of my best friends. He's a great conversationalist. This is. I point to Artemis. This is Artemis. She's a lion.
I'm not a lion, but Orion is a lion.
Yes, I said she has a lion. She has.
Oh,
I
she
didn't
has-
say you were a lion. She needs to clean her ears out as well. For someone so perceptive. Yeah. But this is her flying lion. He's way more interesting.
She just squints at you.
It's a flying lion. Why are you squinting at me? And you.
I mean, you're not wrong, but it's kind of rude.
And this is our newest friend, Yanis. He's a pirate, so you might have already actually dealt with people like him before. He used to work in the tavern, right?
A pirate?
Yanis will bow deeply and hold his hand out to her. And then if she were to offer it, he would kiss her hand. And it would be like outrageously flirty.
Yeah. And there he goes back to glaring at him evils. You know what?
And Siri will be whispering into Neri's ear. Oh, maybe you'll get a new daddy.
I definitely just spat my drink out there, sorry.
No, he glares at Surrey and he goes, if he wants to go up against Vasa, that's his own funeral. And then he glares at you.
And what he'll do is he'll move behind Neri's mum so that Neri can still see him. and he will like do like the whole fake kiss kind of thing, as if he's like trying to kiss her. He's just fully laying it on as if he's just playing schoolboy tricks kind of thing.
Okay. One sec. Where's my character sheet? Death to the character. Death. You can make a wisdom saving throw.
Hold on, let me grab your character sheet. If you allow the PvP, that is.
It's non-harming. It's non-harming.
Sure, why not?
No pain or anything.
That's a 1.
So he just feels all the moisture in his body immediately go as he Neri casts the whole person on him and just like snaps him into first Neville Longbottom style.
Yeah, I'll take it.
And he's just like, okay. So yeah. Anyway, Mum, as he just like holding his fist like that, and his fist is straining. Hugs his mum and he goes, "Yeah, let's go downstairs." Turns around to her and he goes, "Oh, for prisoners, you may join. Come downstairs. We'll get you all settled. You can have, we can wash. You can have a drink of water. We'll give you some food."
Right. They look around. This is a bit awkward. Just over the edge. The tall man who was pacing earlier has been looking over the edge of the railing from time to time, and you can see it's starting to turn a little bit green. But
Do you guys have any
If you want to
preferred
get out from here,
destination?
Nope.
that was a lot of noise at the same time.
Yeah, we had good timing. Sarah, you go first.
She just looks at the like guy who getting air sick.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need a glass of water, perhaps?
Sure. Is it always so high up?
Oh, I can certainly bring her a little closer to ground if you want me to.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna go below deck.
I recommend not looking down.
Good to know.
Rather look up.
He looks up at the sails and then the skies. Ah. Slightly better. I'm gonna be sick.
So,
Good
do you guys
choice.
have a preferred destination? We're going to Akros first, obviously, but do you have any other destinations you would like to go?
Well, Akros.
Mary shouts
fine.
from down below, "We're not a taxi service. We got well-saving shit to do."
Don't listen to him.
I don't know
I
what
mean,
a taxi is, but a courier service. We're not a courier service.
is Akros fine, or did you have a better location?
Oh, Akros is fine for me. And you see him look from you, Artemis, to Siri, turn around and just hurl over the edge of over the railing. Yeah, Akros fine. Akros works. I'm gonna go lay down.
All right. Enjoy your travel. She's gonna walk over to a corner with Ryan, and she's gonna sort of grab the head of the Minotaur, Mogis, and kind of just look at it, contemplating.
Alright, are you above or below deck?
I'm above deck.
Alright. Siri, what are you doing?
She will walk over to Artemis. Artemis,
Yes.
just a little thing. Please tell me next time you attack someone while I'm in range of getting killed.
I just saw the eagles, and I thought it was a good chance. I didn't want to get you hurt, so that's why I pulled you back.
Just next time, a little heads up would be nice.
Sure. I didn't know how to do that. I just acted like a bodyguard and pulled you away from danger.
Well, I do thank you for pulling me away. Though my plan was thrown away quite quickly.
I didn't mean to throw away your plan. It's just rage kind of overtook me because that was Morgistros, and she points at the head. And he killed my dog. And I had to kill him.
I'm very sad for your dog.
Thank you. I'm sure he would appreciate it.
And Cyril will sit down a little bit with Artemis. I had a horse once.
You had a horse?
Yeah. My mom gave it to me. She thought it would be easier for me to go back and forth from where I was learning how to play more instruments.
That's kind of nice.
Sadly, that horse was gotten rid of when I tried to run away.
Oh, you ran away?
Let's just say my home situation wasn't as nice as most. I mean, I wasn't suffering or anything like that, but I felt like a mockingbird just sitting in a cage. I was never allowed to go out and sing my own songs.
Well, animals should be free, and I believe people should be too. That's why I don't really like civilizations, because people lock themselves inside. Within walls, within houses with doors and windows that they can close. People aren't free. It's better to actually be free.
Well, I think you can still be free, but have some place that you call home.
I mean, in a way, yes, but it's still a prison, in a way. Nature was not made to be subdued and turned into homes. There's a lot of people living in the wilds. In the Cetacean forests.
I mean, and she yells over to Yanis. Jan is here. He loves
well.
the sea. You're a pirate, right, Janice?
Yeah. I've been on the sea for as long as I can remember. Which, to be fair, I can't remember what I had for breakfast this morning, so might not be that long a time.
But you must have somewhere you feel at home, right?
Well, anywhere that's on the sea feels like home.
Yes. Just like you, Artemis, every time you're in nature, you feel at home.
Yeah, every time I'm outside a city. Actually, the further away from a city I am, the more at home I feel.
And for me, I feel at home where there's people. I like socializing. I like playing for them, seeing them have their big smiles and dance.
Does it have to be inside walls?
Well, no, I once tried to play out in the open. Though they didn't pay me to play, so let's just say I got reminded that I was worth money.
Well, I mean, do you need money?
Hmm?
Do you really need money?
Well, I don't.
I was doing fine without money until I joined you guys. I was
Have
only
you
hunting.
worked for someone before?
I worked for you.
Yes, and you got paid, correct?
Yes, but I didn't really need the pay, so you can have it back if you want.
No, but how do I explain this? Do you know what a brothel is? By any chance?
I've heard people talk about brothels. There's a lot of beautiful girls there. That's what I know.
There's a lot of beautiful girls that will do services for gentlemen.
Okay.
And most of the girls don't really have a choice sometimes.
Then why would I do it?
Because they need to pay.
Why do you need to pay?
Because they need to live. They need food, they need shelter.
I think that's where we're a bit different, you and I, because what you just said means that I should not be alive.
It's different between someone like you who can take care of themselves, Artemis, and some people that can't.
Everyone can. They can learn. I didn't just know what to do from the start. The wolves taught me, and then later people taught me, and that's how it's been.
And
As long as you have
sometimes
someone
they're
to
not
teach you.
lucky and can't find anyone to teach them.
I guess that is true. But you can also teach yourself. If you want to survive, you will find ways to survive, even in the harshest conditions. Like even a pup can be abandoned and still survive if they're lucky. They just need to try and want to live.
That's what women in brothels do. It hits her.
I guess we are different.
Not
I learned
saying
to
your
survive
way
in
is.
another place.
Not saying your way is wrong. I just don't understand it because I never had anything. I just lived in the wilds. Was raised by wolves. Was taken care of by some hunters who taught me how to speak. And
Well, I wouldn't say you had nothing.
I did it first. But because I was willing to live and survive, I fought with tooth and claw. And my family taught me how to hunt. Although maybe not as good as I can do now, because I can actually use tools to hunt, which I didn't at first. I think I understand where you're coming from, but I don't understand the decisions because I never had what you had. So I can't ever see myself in that situation.
I mean, like I said, I managed to get away.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully I don't have to go back to that cage ever again. And you can just see her lean back and just enjoy the wind.
Siri, as you're leaning back, you see this shadow cresting over the ship itself and vanish down the side of it. And
Is it in the sky?
You lowered Lizzie down, right?
Mm-hmm. A little bit, not too much.
Yeah, but you see this shadow crest, like it falls over you, blocking out the sun. But before you can see what it actually is, it's gone. And then you hear this almighty crash on the mountainside. As if something huge has just impacted with the ground.
Did I notice it as well with my very unnatural passive perception?
Well, it would have been like if I see it as you were sitting across from each other talking. Yep. So it would have passed behind you, this shadow.
Okay. So do I see it as it's going down in front of me then?
Yeah, just as you hear that impact, you see this rock just crashing into the side of the mountain. And you would, with your passive perception, you would have heard that whistling sound of the rock as it passed over you.
I will look over the railing and see what the hell threw that.
All right. I didn't give you a handout. So you look over the railing, and I'm gonna do this because I can.
It's not the Doom Giant with the hag again, is it?
No, it's not. But you look over the railing
it's
and
not
first
another hag we can teabag.
No.
We just see a hag fly over the ship as it chips her next.
But
oh no.
You look over the railing and you look first you don't see anything. And then you hear another whistling sound as it comes towards you. You turn towards it and you see this massive creature. Just the biggest thing you've ever seen in your life, Artemis, because I have to remember you weren't there for the Doom Giant. It looks like a human male, but scaled up a lot. And around its body are what looks like arms, freestanding hands that seem to just move freely around its back. And it has 2 arms in front of it, and the 8 or 10 that seems to be moving around it that looks similar to it, and all of them, except 2, have swords, and it's just preparing another rock. Or has
Let's go up, 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 up. And Neri, no, Siri, what the hell is that?
And I will
Siri will look
show
over the
you
edge.
what it is. Show to players.
Yeah, it's question marks. It's
Yes!
question marks.
Because you don't know what it is yet. And it has just released 1 rock, and you can just see it just skirting Lizzie and barely missing the railing as it once again just slams into the mountainside.
Has Siri heard anything about these kind of creatures at all?
I will say yes.
Great. What the fuck is it?
They are known, and I'm gonna butcher this one. They're known as the Hekathonkeres, or the 100-handed ones.
Yeah, Greek mythology, 100-handed ones.
Yes. Giants that served the Archons before the Archons were overthrown.
Oh, this one's definitely been sent to a god by a god to attack us.
You can thank Tony for that one.
So Siri's just looking, and you can see her wide-eyed, being like, "That Artemis is what they call a 100-armed one." And what god have we pissed off this time? And she will be like, "Neri, what did you do?"
I guess we piss off Mogis.
Neri, what did you do?
I'm eating rock nuggets. What are you all about?
Look over the freaking rail.
I'm downstairs.
Get the fuck up.
I'm grabbing. Stay here, mummies. Stay here.
You are very loud.
Look,
Yes.
there's Leah behind. We're both eating like rock nuggets. Like,
These are very good. Where did you get rock meat?
yeah.
Just talking food. The other 3 former prisoners are just taking one look at that, looking at you, and just under deck immediately. It's like, no, we are not fighters. Not happening. Even the large woman just looks at like, no.
No.
Artemis will take a couple of rock nuggets from Leo.
Leo's downstairs.
Oh, Neri then.
Fine. Take them then. Well, we're going to get you ready. You just shove some into her chest, and he goes walk over to the side to look at what this creature is. Does he know what it is?
Give me a history check.
Do what? Okay. Oh, he's got a lot of arms, hasn't he?
Giant with a lot of arms. You think it's a 100-handed one, but that's a myth. Those are myths. They're not real. And then you remember that myths have a tendency to become real in Theros.
What? That is a 100-handed one.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes, Mary. Which god have you pissed off?
Why is it so much me?
I'm just assuming that everyone is looking at Mary at this point.
You hear from down below, not the whistling this time, but just a calm down and fight.
I mean, I've never fought a 100-handed giant before. Let's do this. I'm still pumped up.
Mary will be like yelling, like, "Who pissed you off?"
What's your name?
Oh, why you wanna fight us?
You have nice ship.
What? So you cut out a bit. What?
You have nice ship. I want nice ship.
You're a bit big to fit on this ship. Why do you want it?
It's nice.
He just wants a fucking toy.
Stop throwing rocks at it then.
I can repair.
So, to clarify, he's going to knock Lizzie out the sky. He's going to kill us all, and then he's going to rebuild Lizzie.
Yes.
And I don't think we're going to get away, because 100 rocks are probably going to hit us.
Not if we get high enough.
Do we want to risk Lizzie? So look at the bad. Sorry.
Theory? No, did we lose Lily?
Lillith?
I think we might have lost Lilith. We lost Lilith.
Yep.
The giant is also going to answer a question that was asked about his name. I am Narkides.
Our Discord decided to have a moment.
Nakitas.
I heard nothing, and everyone froze. I was like, "What?"
Asked you if you're willing to risk Lizzie being smashed to pieces by 100 rocks.
No,
if we
but
don't deal with this guy.
I have the perfect idea.
Okay. Oh, are we going down then?
What? How big of a creature can you turn into, Neri?
How big of a creature can I say?
It depends on the CR. Normally the largest ones are large.
Let me look at the whales.
Then again, yes, you can actually turn into a whale.
Let's look at what type of webs there are. Oh my god, there's spam whales.
Are we about to create a whale bomb out of Neri?
Yes.
Yanis, whilst Neri's trying to work out what he can become, Yanis will walk up to the guardrail of the ship and basically turn around and say, "Well, he looks like he's going to be handy in a fight," and he'll just kind of stand there preparing Eldritch Blast to kind of start making to knock any rock that come flying towards the ship off course.
It's a testament how my brain is working right now that it took me like 2 seconds to get that pun.
Yep.
Lizzie, can you become bigger?
As much as I would love to become a bigger vessel, Miss Artemis, I cannot. I am bound by the restrictions of my physical form.
I can become what I'd like to refer as a panda whale.
A what now?
Killer whale. I can turn into a killer whale.
Great! And she will push Nerry off the ship toward him.
And I think we're gonna wrap it there.